invite our speaker number one, Dr. Kishore KS, Sagar Hospital. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Kishore is a highly esteemed interventional cardiologist with 25 years of extensive experience. His career began at Jaydev Institute of Cardiology in Bangalore, 1998-2001, followed by positions at Narayana Hridayalaya, 2001 to 2007, the BGS Hospital, 2007-2011. Come on, clap for him, guys, come on. Well, after that, he moved to Sagar Hospital in 2011, and since then, he has been a key part of the cardiology team at Sagar Hospital, Bangalore. Dr. Kishore's academic achievements include being a fellow of American College of Cardiology and completing a fellowship in non-coronary interventional cardiology at Tel Aviv University, Israel. He has garnered numerous accolades, including the Best Challenging Case Award for Transcatheter Therapeutics in San Francisco, 2014 in the US, Times Healthcare Achievers Award 2019, the Times Healthcare Excellence Award 2022. In recognition of his exceptional contributions, he was named Top Doctor South by India Today in 2022, the Best South Doctor by Outlook Magazine 2024. His work is also well documented in numerous national and international publications. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Dr. Kishore KS.
A very good evening to one and everyone out here. Everyone would be thinking a cardiologist on the podium is here to promote cardiology, or probably he's here to promote his professional skills or his working skills. You will be disappointed if you are thinking on those lines. For a change, I am talking on something different. I am sure it is going to touch each and every one of you, and it would matter each and every one of you. I am definitely not speaking something related to my specialty for sure. So I'll be talking about mindfulness today. Before I define mindfulness, let us get started. We all live in a fast-paced world these days, and it's our own making. And the price what we are paying for this kind of a fast-paced mechanical routine is stress. Stress has made inroads in practically all walks of life. And the age is not a bar for stress. See, earlier during our schooling days, childhood was considered as one of the safest age, and it was stress-free. Not anymore. Even kids go through a lot of stress just like us, where there's a pressure to perform, pressure to excel, pressure from the parents, pressure from the teachers. So from all possible fronts, whether you are in your childhood or whether you are working, you come across this entity called stress, and which has done more damage and continues to do more damage to the society. What are the reasons for stress? In general, when your expectations and reality don't match, you get stressed. This is the broad way of explaining stress. And what has it done to the doctors? Because since most of us present here are doctors, I would talk from a doctor's perspective. Unlike in the West, here the doctor's routine is entirely different. I am sure each and every one of you would agree with it. In the West, doctors have a proper standard way of working, where you have particular stipulated hours, where you work for known period of time, and once you finish your working hours, you are completely out of your work, and you have enough time for leisure and to unwind. But that's not the case in our country. Irrespective of in which your level of your profession you are, whether you're at a junior level or whether you're at a senior level or whether you're a consultant heading the department, even after you finish the work, you tend to carry your work-related issues back home, and people from the hospital keep bothering you for issues related to patients. So many a times, 24/7, you rope to the hospitals. And certain specialties where your requirement is there at odd hours, you tend to get up at odd hours and go to the hospital. And I can step into that situation, and being a cardiologist, I have done it many times. So I'm sure you also would have gone through such a situation. So what I mean to say is, we are overburdened, and more than anything else, these days we have patients whose expectations are very high, so you have to live up to their expectations as well. So this itself is a bigger pressure. So everyone wants a favorable outcome, and no one is in a mood to take an adverse outcome. So pressure is there from all possible fronts. At the same time, you don't have time for your domestic affairs, like catering to your children's need or your wife's needs or giving time to your family. That doesn't happen. So you are all the more burdened and frustrated and stressed. So what does the statistics say about health situation of doctors in our country? And it's quite alarming. There's one small study which was published recently in Times of India in October. They made a survey of around 500 doctors in Gujarat and found that 2/3 of the doctors surveyed had chronic illnesses like diabetes and hypertension. That's an alarming figure. Even though I wouldn't generalize this to the general common doctor population, but definitely this is the tip of the iceberg and we are not looking at the real problem. It's quite a tragedy that healthcare keepers of the nation are themselves requiring attention for their own health. There cannot be a bigger tragedy than this. Whenever it comes to health-related advice, we always say you lead a healthy lifestyle in the form of exercising regularly. And we tend to say that eat a healthy diet. This is what we say as doctors. And one important point we tend to forget or overlook is mental health. Mental health is something which is equally important for a well-being of an individual. It is a combination of mental health and physical health that translates to a better health. So, but most of the times you see the focus is only on the physical health. Mental health is something which most of us don't talk, left alone patients. We as doctors, we don't give attention to it. There are many instances patients comes to me, especially the youngsters. They say, doctor, I never had any hypertension, diabetes. I exercise regularly, I eat healthy diet. Why did I get a heart attack at an young age? So this is where the irony is. So we again tend to fail to look on the mental aspect and its implications for individuals' well-being. So coming to stress, what exactly is stress? It's a difficult word to define. As I just now mentioned, stress is nothing but when there is a mismatch between expectation and reality, you get stressed. When expectation and reality doesn't meet, you get stressed. For example, for instance, assume that you are planning to earn 1 lakh a month and you end up earning 75,000. So you start wondering what went wrong. Why did I earn less despite my best efforts? Then you start even wondering what is going to happen if this continues. Will I be able to service my loans and debts? Will I be able to take care of my family? So you constantly start getting bombarded with thoughts related to past. Past meaning to say you always wonder why it went wrong, why am I not earning well? And you again get bombarded by thoughts regarding your future. What is going to happen if I don't earn well? Probably I may end up becoming a defaulter for my loans and I may end up not catering to my family's needs. These are the thoughts related to the future. So to put it in simple words, whenever you get stressed, all you can do is you notice what's the thought going on in your mind. It's either you're preoccupied with your thoughts about the past, whatever has happened, or it's thoughts about the future. And invariably, these are negative thoughts. It's not the positive thoughts. So in the process, you stop being present in the given moment. So you are lost. You are not in the present moment. Even though physically you are there, you are doing some work. For example, you are attending to your patient. You are there physically and attending to the patient and giving him the needed advice. But at the same time, in the background, your mind is oscillating between events of the past and future. When this happens 24/7 and 365 days in a year, this is where you get stressed, and this is what exactly anyone goes through when they are stressed. So meaning to say, to put it in simple words, you are not mindful. When you are not present in the given moment and when you are lost in the thoughts of past and future, you fail to be in the given moment and you are not mindful. So now the next question arises, what do you mean by being mindful? The answer is very simple. Being mindful is about paying full attention to present moment without distraction or judgment. It involves noticing what you are doing, feeling, or experiencing right now rather than being lost in the thoughts about past or future. Meaning to say, you are giving your undivided attention, unconditional attention to whatever you are doing. Assume you are writing something, your mind is fully focused on the content of the writing rather than getting lost in the thoughts of the past or future. So meaning to say, your attention, whenever your attention is undivided, you are mindful. And whenever you are mindful, you are de-stressed. I'll just give an example of how mindfulness de-stresses you. Assume that you are listening to a music of your choice. It could be a song or it could be a ghazal or whatever is it. when you carefully observe your thought pattern in your mind, invariably you are immersed in the experience of the music or its lyrics or its melody. You hardly any thoughts cross your mind, be it thoughts of the future or be it thoughts of the past. So your attention is completely undivided. So you enjoy that experience. So this is one simple example of mindfulness where it happens naturally without your knowledge, and you enjoy that experience. So meaning to say, mindfulness even for a moment de-stresses you and makes you feel nice and makes you feel calmer. So what if this habit is cultivated 24/7? Is it possible to do it with effort? See, whenever it is possible to a greater extent, whenever you put your effort to be mindful, a conscious effort, yes, for a few moments or few seconds or few minutes, you tend to focus on whatever you are doing without getting bombarded by thoughts. And after some time, again, your mind goes back to your thoughts about future or about your past. You get distracted. Your attention span reduces. So how do we practice mindfulness 24/7? The best way to cultivate mindfulness 24/7 is to indulge in meditation. I am sure meditation is a tool which is an underrated and underexploited tool. And unfortunately, meditation is very popular in the Western world, and they are telling us the importance of meditation to us, even though it originated in our subcontinent and it was there for ages. Today we are looking at meditation with all curiosity because it's popular in the West, and now we are ready to take it up, and many people are showing interest in meditating. This same thing happened with yoga as well. Yoga became popular after it became popular in the West with some celebrities, and now we are taking yoga also seriously. Same thing. Meditation is the best tool if you want to keep yourself mindful 24/7. By keeping yourself mindful 24/7, the best thing what you are going to reap, or best result you are going to reap, is you stay focused and you live in the present. There is a lot of misconception and myths about meditation, and this is the reason many people refuse to take it up. For instance, I have heard many telling me, it needs lot of effort and I cannot sit for even for 5 minutes in a place, and how can I meditate? And it needs lot of time for the effects or the results to unfold. These are the few unfound things which many people have, or the hesitations many have when they want to start meditation. But unfortunately, that's not the case. Whenever you want to learn some new skills, I'm sure you agree there are some hitches. For example, you want to learn cycling. Initially, whenever you learned cycling during your childhood, it was not a cakewalk. You fell few times, you got up and again mustered courage to cycle again, and one fine day you realize that it's an effortless task to accomplish. Same thing applies here also with meditation. There will be few hitches and few setbacks, no doubt about it. All you have to do is find a proper person who can guide you, or there are enough online sources these days who can guide you and help you to learn meditation. And trust me, the effects you start seeing it quite early, unlike the popular belief. For instance, once you start meditating, start with just 5 minutes, and you can keep increasing it to the levels which is convenient to you. It may be 5 minutes, it may be 20, it may be 30. So don't set targets or don't set goals. Start off with a small duration, and I'm sure you will be tempted to increase it further with every passing day. And you may wonder how long does it take for the effects of meditation to bear fruits, or effect of meditation for you to feel. The first and the foremost thing what you experience is, after a few weeks of starting meditation, your sleep pattern tends to get better. You sleep better and you will be more fresh and refreshed when you get up in the morning. Slowly, over a period of few months, your moods get better. Your interaction with your colleagues and others will be more smoother rather than being volatile. You will have more empathy for others. And more than anything else, you will learn how to deal with stressful situations of which life poses or throws at us. See, I'm not saying meditation is a one-stop solution for stress. See, stress is bound to be there and it's bound to continue to haunt us. Life keeps throwing challenges at us. But meditation is going to make a difference in the way how you handle these challenges. You'll be able to respond to these challenges in a more effective and a calmful way than reacting to challenges. There's a difference between responding to a given situation and reacting to a given situation. I'm sure you agree with it. So when your mind is at calm and when your mind is at peace, you will respond to a situation in a more practical way, and you will be able to handle stress in a better way. My simple suggestion and request is try out meditation, because this is the need of our, especially for people in this medical profession. We need to de-stress. We need to be calm and peaceful to make sure that we do justice to the society at large. So start off with a small duration of 5 to 10 minutes, and I'm sure you will see benefits beyond your expectations. Meditation is not only going to change you the way you look at life, it's going to change you as well. Just give it a try. Thank you.